Hello, and welcome back to another old school movie review. This time we're going to be talking about a TV show, a Netflix original that came out maybe about a month ago called Russian Doll, starring Natasha Lyonne, written by Natasha Lyonne, produced and directed. I don't know. She did a lot of things. It's like her show. And it's a pretty crazy show, and I really liked it. It was just one of those shows where you're skipping through Netflix and you see a trailer, and as the trailer goes on, you want to turn it off because you don't want any more spoilers because you know that you're going to like this show. That's what this kind of was like for me when I saw the trailer to this show. Let me light this thing up and we'll get talking about this show. So, yeah, it stars Natasha Lyonne, and it's her birthday. She's in the bathroom of her friend's house who's throwing a party for her, and she's looking in a mirror, washing her face, whatever. Leaves the room, talks to her friends, and hooks up with some guy, goes to his apartment, sleeps with her, and then goes out and in the middle of the night, crossing the street, and is hit by a car and dies. But she doesn't go to heaven. What happens? She wakes up and she's back in that bathroom, just like at the very beginning of the show. And it's the exact same day. She exits the bathroom and exactly the same things are happening that happened the last time. And then a little bit later, she dies again and ends up back in the same bathroom. And it's like nothing, no one else knows what she's been through. And she just has no idea what's going on. And it's maybe a little bit hard to explain, but trust me, it's intriguing. As you watch, you really want to know what's going on and what's happening here. So I don't want to give anything else away about the show, except to say that I liked it. It was very well written. The characters are very real. Natasha Lyonne plays, I don't know, I think she may be playing a version of her own self in this. Maybe might be partially autobiographical. I might be completely wrong. I have no idea. But she, at some point in the show, she's like, if Andrew Dice Clay and the girl from Brave had a baby, that's her. Because she's got this wild red hair, and she talks like Andrew Dice Clay, the stand-up comedian from the 80s and shit. And that's perfect. There's a lot of other characters in this show. There's some characters from Orange is the New Black. You know, they kind of got the carryover, invited to be on this show, so you might see a couple characters or a couple actresses from Orange is the New Black. Anyway, check it out. It's really weird. It's like I said, she keeps reliving the same day. It's kind of like a Groundhog's Day type situation. She's trying to find her cat out in New York City. Yeah, this show's set in New York City, which is kind of cool. I thought it's always a fun time to watch something like that. And yeah, Russian Doll. That refers to Russian nesting dolls, and they do make an appearance in this show briefly. Russian nesting dolls are they're these dolls that are kind of like, imagine like a fat bowling pin, but not so narrow not so narrow at the top, more in the middle, and bigger. And you take the top off, and it splits in half, and on the inside is a doll exactly like it, except it's a little bit smaller. So then you take the top off of that one, and inside there is another exact doll, except it's a little bit smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until you get into the middle, to where you got like a tiny little thimble-sized doll. You know, that's what Russian dolls are, if you don't know. So anyway, thanks a lot.